Mehak Rawal, and she's got an amazing curry going on, but I'm gonna let her describe her dish for the judges.
So my dish is inspired from back home India. This is something that I've grown up eating. So there's a place in India, it's a coastal region called Goa, and whenever we would go like for family holidays over there, regardless of lunch, dinner, we'd have to order this dish as a family. So yeah, every time I make this, it just makes me remind of home, and I just cook this dish with all my heart, and that's the reason maybe I selected this dish for the competition.
Oh, I wish you could smell it all. It is just absolutely amazing. Even through the mask, it's just permeating. It's so delicious. Well, pleasure to meet you. I wonder real quick, can we wave to everybody that's watching? We have a lot of Forever Oceans people watching. Let's say kahala.
Kahana! Hi!
Awesome. All right, get back to work.
Thank you.
We're gonna go roll her video right now and speak a little bit more on Mehak.
Hi everyone, my name is Mehak Rawal. I'm a freshman from India, and I'm very proudly pursuing the Bachelor's in Applied Food Studies with a core in Baking and Pastry Arts. Both of my parents are actually hotel management graduates themselves. I think that food's always been in my blood. I think it's just in the genes. Food is a really important part in our culture, and especially the part of India that I come from, which is Punjab. Food is celebration. If we have like a feast, or if we have like any traditional, gathering or something, food will always be the main point, the main focus. So for us in India, food is happiness. If we want to make people happy, we want to make them smile, make them feel welcomed, it's through food. We all know that the whole concept of farm to table is something that guests and diners are looking for these days. So it's very important for us to know where exactly our food is coming from. And this contest, where the fish are grown in a very sustainable manner, really makes me happy. While cooking, it gives me the sense of respect towards the produce, and that's just an amazing feeling. It's like when you're cooking, you're taking care of it. It's almost like nurturing it. So during the time of COVID, when we international students had to return back to our country 2 years ago almost, I started spending a lot of time in the kitchen once again. I started baking, cooking food, and I remember this day clearly. My dad was in the kitchen, and I just told him that I really don't think so I'm liking what I'm doing. Maybe I really need to change my career path. He was so super, super, super duper supportive about it. And then we decided that, okay, she's going to go to culinary school. And my dream school, if it was culinary, if it was baking, it was the CIA. And I got through it with the scholarships. The dish that I am going to be presenting at the competition is called the Goan fish curry. A lot of people here in North America do not really know what Indian food is, and that's where I come in. That's where I want to present what Indian food really means, and in a very modern and sophisticated take. So while the flavors are super traditional, the presentation of the dish is going to be really modern and classy. Food is infused with not just spices and salt and pepper, but also emotions. I'm going to be here and achieve something great. And this is especially to my mom and my dad and my younger brother. I really miss you guys a lot, but to gain something, you have to sacrifice something. And right now, this point in my life is never going to come back. And as my dad always says, that it's now or never. So thank you for being so, so, so supportive. And I love you all. And I cannot wait to see you. Just cannot wait to see you all.
Coming in right now. Oh yeah, here she comes. So Mehak is coming, and she created an amazing dish as well. They're all amazing. This is just fantastic. I'm having a blast. I cannot wait to go taste. I'm living through you right now.
Hello!
Yeah. talk and then okay, so go for it. Describe what they're about to do and then let them know. There you go.
Okay.
Doing awesome. Everybody, Mehak.
Hello everyone, or as they say in my country, namaste, since I'm presenting to you the food of India. So today what you have in front of you is a very traditional fish curry.
Switch, sorry, don't worry, sorry. There you go, start over. Go for it. Hello.
Hello everyone, or namaste, as they say in my country. I'm from India. And today what you have in front of y'all is a very traditional curry, which is called the Goan fish curry. That is inspired by my very favorite holiday coastal place, which is called Goa. So the whole point of today's competition is to highlight this beautiful fish. So I thought that I would take like a deep dish bowl and present just the protein to you with a few herbs. And I will be pouring in the curry that is infused with spices like cumin, bay leaves, mustard seeds, and coconut. And just to clean the palate, I will be also I'll be scooping a little bit of a mango salsa as a relish. And yeah, whenever I cook this dish, it just reminds me of home. And today is all about cooking from the heart. So that's what I've done. And this was just great. Thank you so much. Your mic smells like curry now.
No, it's okay. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, we can do it. I'm gonna watch how much you pour, and I'll pour the other side if you'd like. We can meet in the middle.
Sure, I'm just gonna take a little bit.
Okay, you go. Oh, I love it. That was fantastic. It's all about the love. Right, that smell. This mic does smell good. Beautiful. And this is a great way of service too, like having the food poured right in front of you. Beautiful. Beautiful. You call that a palate cleanser, right? That was a little palate cleanser, the mango. Beautiful. Oh, this room smells, the judge's room smells delicious. Oh.
So I have to ask, what part of India,
Where I'm from, or where this dish is inspired from?
where the dish is inspired?
It's called Goa, which is a coastal region in India, and they are traditionally known for all of their seafood dishes. And one of the most popular ones is that of Goan fish curry.
Fish is cool.
Thank you so much.
Wine.
Thank you. And what you have as an accompaniment, I forgot, is rice, which is again tempered with just a little bit of mustard seeds and star anise, because curry is incomplete without rice. So yeah.
Tell me about the level of spice in the curry. Is this traditional?
This is absolutely traditional.
It's pretty hot, right?
So it is. So actually during my practice sessions with Chef Bruno here at Hyde Park, who's my mentor, the first time I made the curry, he told me, "Are you sure this is curry?" And I was like, And he told me that it's supposed to be spicy. You're an Indian, and you gotta make it the way it is supposed to be. So it's exactly how it's supposed to be.
Wow.
It's authentic.
Yes, it is.
But I like the fact that you use the mango as well.
Just to cool it down, yes.
And your rice is cooked perfect.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love when I spoke with Mehak, she said, it's time to bring real food to the table and real flavors, and I love that you're doing that. It's,
You're not supposed to tell them that.
no, you can tell them that. People need to know this because this is true, authentic food, and this is the way it should be eaten, not
Yeah.
some of the other ways we see food. So, seafood competition. Anyway.
Yes, here we are.
But you managed
Fantastic.
to really balance the spices with the heat, with which unfortunately a lot of people don't do very well. It's usually just a lot of heat, and
Yeah.
then you don't pick up all those wonderful nuances of all those different spices that you use. It makes it really exciting. And then against the fish, which you cooked beautifully, Rick's
Yeah.
right. This is cooked gorgeously,
Right.
and just a little bit of the sauce with the fish is just magnificent.
Right, I think I was speaking to Chef and I was speaking to Chef before the cook, and I told him that usually when you cook the fish, we usually poach it in the curry, but I decided to keep the skin on and kind of just get it crispy. Just as you would know, in MasterChef, all judges look for is texture and texture. And I love MasterChef. No offense, but MasterChef Australia is my favorite. And yeah, so I was like, if Chef Nick is gonna be here, there has to be a lot of texture in it. So there we go.
The fish is cooked perfect.
Thank you.
Great
Yeah.
job.
I was actually more excited about the rice, just sitting here before. And my aunt's
Yep.
Indian, so I've been lucky to have a lot of really
Oh.
good Indian food.
Nice.
But I feel like people don't often put this much effort into rice, and it's fantastic.
Thank you.
Mehak, your personality is impeccable. You bring a lot of energy. Your smile is contagious. The food is beautiful. I like the heat level. I like the combination of spices. You did a great job on the fish. The rice is a beautiful foil. But little details, especially in competition, are what judges
Yes.
look for. And the first thing I noticed that this bowl is cold. So it's to warm the bowl. It's like little things like that make a huge difference. I mean, there's Fritz Sonnenschmidt, who's with the instructor here at the Culinary Institute of America, and he was always a judge. He was always involved in culinary competitions, global.
Yes.
And the first thing he does when the plate is put in front of him is he grabs it with his hands and puts his face in it.
Right.
And what he's doing is he's feeling for temperature. He's looking at those small little details. This dish is so amazing. It's those little things that really make you stand out. The difference between good and great are just small little details.
Right. Can I ask you a question, Chef?
Of course.
Why is it that we have to warm the dish? I mean, the bowl, like
The bowl itself.
how does that enhance the eating experience of a guest?
It's about texture and temperature in your mouth. If you want it to be cold, then that's your intention. No, then you don't want it to be cold. You want it to arrive hot, like you prepared it in front of you. It still has a long way to go before the customer gets it. And the first thing that customers do nowadays is this.
Yeah, and by the time the
And
food
then
just
so
gets
10
cold.
minutes
Yeah.
passes, so a little warming of the bowl
Absolutely.
is just
Absolutely.
hospitality. That's all.
Thank you for this.
Oh, you're
I'm
welcome.
gonna make sure I
Mehak.
do that the next time.
I'll tell you another reason why Chef Moonen wanted you to warm up your bowl, for the same reason that I wanted it to be warmed up, because this was probably one of the best things that I've eaten in the last month.
What?
5 weeks, 6 weeks, maybe longer. I've eaten 4 other plates of food. I demolished this.
Oh my God,
I
thank you.
drank the sauce. I'm probably, has anyone else here been to Mapusa Market in Goa and eaten this dish in the place that it's from? I have, more than once. Okay, so I know what this is. The idea that you had to not cook it in the sauce was brilliant, because it takes it up a notch. I think Chef's comment about the complexity of the sauce, this is extremely difficult to do. You'll have one dominant flavor, too much cardamom, too much cumin, too much chili, too much, because there's 875 things in there. You can taste all of them in perfect balance. The fish was perfectly cooked. The herb crust on there was the eye appeal was fantastic, and it ate beautifully. When the hot sauce went down on that, I love that element of service, and it just involves the diner, and it gets me all ready to eat this dish. But once it's about taste. Does it taste good? This tastes, I want to use a whole bunch of expletives before the word fantastic.
Love on a plate.
Had this been hot, the rice would have been warmer. You put so much care to season it. Take the care to make sure it's hot because, you know, I don't like to toss around words like perfect because I just don't think it exists. But this was as well executed as anything I've eaten in a long, long time. I'm being really serious. I mean, prepared by some people whose names would shock you. And I think the reason is, you were cooking something that you loved. You love it. You described when you were talking about how it is when you eat this and how comforting it is, and we feel that. And yeah, I literally am going to make it very embarrassing, but I'm going to keep one of those little pours of the sauce and finish off the rest of my rice.
Yes.
So there.
I mix it well, yes, I will.
Really, really nicely done.
Thank you.
Really
Mehak.
nicely done.
Nice job. Nice job.